Hey everyone, if you don't know the name Brayden Point, learn it. This kid has been unbelievable and he's having a breakout season with the Tampa Bay Lightning and nobody's really talking about him. Everyone's talking about Stamkos and Kucherov. Point is definitely not the biggest name on the Lightning on a team with guys like Steven Stamkos, Victor Hedman, Nikita Kucherov. There are much bigger names on the Lightning, but Point has been a point-per-game player so far this season. In 14 games, he has 15 points already. He is absolutely breaking out this year. He played 68 games last year because of all the injuries in Tampa, and it was basically Tampa Bay's AHL team that ended up playing most of their NHL games. And Point played 68 games and had 40 points, so a good start, but not on the level that he is right now. This season, he's been 10 times better this year than he was last year. He's only 21 years old. This kid's going to be a star for a long time in the NHL. He's really good player. He's not very big. I think he's listed at 5'10", 166 pounds. He's not big at all, but he's a great skater, really good with the puck on his stick too. He has 6 goals and 9 assists already. I don't know if he can keep up the point per game for the full season, and if he gets to 80 points, he definitely has a chance. He absolutely has a chance to get to 80 points. But I think 70 is more going to be where he ends up. But nonetheless, 70 points in the NHL as a 21-year-old is just ridiculous. And I think he absolutely should get to 70. This is a kid that everyone should know about, and I feel like unless you are a fan of the Lightning and watch the Lightning on a regular basis or follow hockey really closely, then you really don't know about Brayden Point. And I understand why everyone's talking about Stamkos, because his points this year have been absolutely absurd, and he should easily get to 100. Everyone talks about Kucherov when they should. Kucherov is probably the most underrated player in the NHL. I think he's the second best pure goal scorer in the NHL, and I think he's going to have easily 40 goals, probably 50 goals this year, and 100 points. So those two should be getting talked about. Victor Hedman should be getting talked about because he is a perennial Norris Trophy candidate and has become one of the best defensemen in the entire NHL. But don't forget about Brayden Point, because this is a kid that should be on everyone's radar and really rising through the ranks. I think at this point, he's more important to the Lightning than Tyler Johnson. Remember when Tyler Johnson broke out and had that big year and everyone was talking about him? Well, now it's time to talk about Brayden Point. Point has been unbelievable, and at just 21 years old, there's nowhere to go from here but up. He should keep getting better. This kid should be a number 1 center one day in the NHL. I love everything about his game, and he's really a great player that no one really knows about yet. So just keep an eye out on Brayden Point. He deserves huge kudos for what he's done so far this year, what he did last year, and with Tampa Bay at 10-2-2 and one of the best teams in the league, I think you're going to start to hear Point's name more as the season goes on. Tampa gets closer to the playoffs, and then we'll see what he can do in the playoffs. If he is just as good in the playoffs as he has been this year, then he's going to become a household name, and Tampa Bay is going to be a team full of stars. But so I just want to mention Brayden Point. If you don't know who he is, start paying attention, because this kid is the real deal. He is going to be a superstar in the NHL. So like, comment, share, subscribe, spread the word. We want this channel to grow. Thank you very much for watching, and talk to you guys soon.